Good morning and welcome once again to my hobby bench, table, whatever it is, thing that I put stuff on. As you can see from the thumbnail for this video and the title of it, I have purchased yet another set of items from Facebook Marketplace. And this one really caught my eye, and I guess this one teaches me a lesson not to be looking at Facebook Marketplace as I'm laying in bed trying to sleep at night. So anyway, let's just get straight to the three main items that came in this latest Facebook Marketplace deal, which I think it could be a good deal. So anyway, on the table here we've got one of the main things that came with this purchase was a Horizon Hobby Spectrum DXS transmitter. Now this is a transmitter only. The thing is with this is it's brand new in box. It has been opened by the owner. I opened it and looked at it and it's in perfect condition. And the thing with this is I really don't give a crap about this at all. So this is actually going to be for sale at a very deeply discounted rate. Just so I can try to recoup some of my money for it. And it's got a list price of $114.99 or a retail price. Yeah, that's a list price, $126 retail. Anybody local that wants this thing can come and get this, or I'll bring it to you for $60 just because I'm feeling generous. If you want this shipped to you, it'll be $60 anywhere in the United States, but you're going to pay for however much it costs for me to find a box for this thing and box it up and ship it. So it would be $60 plus packaging and shipping, because a standard UPS or USPS postal service priority mailbox is not big enough for this, so I'd have to get a separate box. So anyway, this is part one of the purchase from Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, I don't care. I don't want it. I'm using, when I fly again, it's going to be 72 megahertz stuff, period. I'm not using this stuff at all. So if anybody wants this, just contact me via email, or if you're a close enough friend, just call me. The second thing in this deal was this, which I'm gonna zoom in here so we can see a little bit better. And this is kind of really what caught my eye, in addition to the third item, which you saw in the thumbnail. But this is an OS FSR, a 45 FSR engine. Now it's got this prop on here, so it's missing the original prop nut and prop washer, and it looks to have a little bit of damage to the prop thrust washer. But other than that, it looks in pretty fair condition for its age. And we all know the age of this thing is probably late 70s, maybe early 80s. I'll have to go check. And by the way, I do have I printed a brand new OS Engines timeline. My original one was 1936 to 2016, and that was a poster that somebody bought and sent to me, and I cannot recall for the life of me who it was or how long ago it was that I got it. I've been using that poster. I look at the thing all the time, and for some stupid reason years ago I thought it was a smart idea for me to start drawing on it and outlining the engines that I've had. And after I did that like 15 times, I'm like, that was really dumb. Why did I do that? So anyway, I had a new OS Engines timeline printed out, which wasn't exactly inexpensive to have done at FedEx. 1936 to 2020. And that's the latest one that's on OS's website, and I don't believe they're updating it anymore. So that's the latest one to 2020. So anyway, 45 FSR. It's got good compression. Feels really smooth. I mean, the bearings feel like they're in good shape. I'm gonna obviously, do what I do, which is disassemble it and check the bearings, maybe do a full disassembly, check the bearings, and nothing else, try to clean the outer case with some of that Zep cleaner. So those are the two smaller items of the Facebook Marketplace purchase. Here are some close-up images of the Cadet, the Sig Cadet LT40 kit that came with this purchase. And this was the creme de la creme, really, because that's the biggest draw to me aside from the engine. So here's a couple of photos I took, close-up photos of the box, just to show you the specifications and the kit contents. So people are immediately going to ask, why in the hell are you buying these items, these airplane kits, or Facebook Marketplace things that have airplanes in them when you don't fly or build or have the ability to build at this time? And the answer is, I have several reasons for doing it. The first reason is to maintain making content for this YouTube channel, first of all. So I mean, there's only so many things I can do with engines, especially in the wintertime when there's really no way to go outside and actually run them. The second one is, who is anybody to judge or determine how anyone else experiences and enjoys their hobby? Just because you think that flying is the only way to enjoy this hobby, that's a very limited point of view, and it's not necessarily the only one, and it certainly isn't the correct one. People can enjoy their hobby in many different ways. Right now, one of the ways I'm enjoying my hobby is by doing this, exactly this. Making videos, showing different products, teaching a little history, teaching some things about the past and some engines. So that is how I am choosing at this time to enjoy the hobby. And another thing that I think is enjoyable, and a reason I'm doing this, is because I like to find new and creative ways to continue to get new content for the channel. And sometimes that means selling things, trading things, swapping things, whatever to do it. So it just so happens that fortune favors the prepared, as they say. A fellow contacted me wondering if I had any engines to sell. So I sent him a couple of engines that I had available. He's like, yes, I'd like those engines. I'll buy those engines from you. And voila, this purchase is instantly paid for. So it's a net zero transaction for me, but I will be on a positive once I sell the DXS transmitter. So those are some of the reasons why I keep doing this, plus the fact that, you know what, you know how hard finding new in-box kits are nowadays? You know how much they're going for? Have you looked on eBay lately to see how much some of those kits are going for, especially that one? And I got that for a song compared to what you're seeing on eBay. So when the day comes that I am flying again, I got a nice kit, complete kit to do it with. So with that said, let's go take a closer look at that beautiful, beautiful Sig kit. Okay, I've got this thing framed up, or the camera framed up the best that I possibly can, because I've got a small area, not the widest angle lens on the camera, and it's a large box. So the first thing with this box is, it was shockingly heavy to me. And I just went and weighed it. I weighed myself, and then I put this thing on the scale with me. This box weighs 9 pounds. 9 pounds of good stuff in here. So let me open this up and show you what a classic, nice, beautiful airplane kit contains. Why is that taped? It wasn't taped just a few minutes ago. There we go. So this is an interesting kit in that it features so many things, and I took an image here of all the extra value kit features it shows, and I'll show you that right now. It has so many different things, and it's one of the reasons why it weighs so much. But I mean, it comes complete with just about everything except covering in an engine and a radio. But other than that, I mean, it has a fuel tank, and the thing that's beautiful about this is it even says on the box, it comes with a Dubro tank. So this isn't like those crappy ARFs that they're making now that come with, you know, garbage fuel tanks, because those are like the first things you get rid of because they suck. It comes with a, I think it said it's a Sig spinner, and then Dubro wheels. There's Dubro wheels in here. Of course, it's a Sig engine mount, but I mean, this nice big instruction book. I mean, just beautiful. Sig has some of the most fantastic instruction books there are. I mean, this really is just kind of getting me all going again. I really wish I had the space and the ability to actually build again, because this really is kind of doing it for me here. And in this book, this came with the kit also, at least the fellow that I bought it from gave it to me. It's the basics of radio control, compiled by the Sig Factory Flyers. Now it talks about radios, engines, and flying, and one of the things in here I saw that they had mentioned for glow engines, and it kind of tells you the age of this documentation, is it shows here basic physical differences between 4-stroke engines and 2-stroke engines. It shows that, and it's actually showing a Sato FA40 engine. It's probably a Sato 40 Mark II, and those didn't last very long. They went almost immediately to the 45. I don't know how many years they made those, but that kind of goes to show you at least how old that image is that they chose to use. But there's all kinds of really good information in that book. This thing has these big decals, so you see the picture on the box, and it's all of those things are really decals. So it's just like you just cover it and then you just apply these decals to it to make it look like it does. Let's see here. It's just fuselage decals. I don't think I'm seeing anything for the wing decals here. I think that's something that they might ask you to do. I'm not going to take all the contents out of this, because in the past I've done that and it's like you never can get it all back in there the right way. You got obviously a full set of roll plans, and the other thing that the wonderful gentleman gave to me also is he came walking out. He went out of the room, came walking out, and he said, he handed me this, and this is like an 85% of a full 6-foot roll of Top Flight white monocoat, which obviously is what they're depicting here as the base color for this plane. So I have, 90% of a roll, 85, 90% of a roll of Top Flight monocoat. I would love to take these plans out and put them on the wall just to look at them, because I love doing that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to. Here you've got a fiberglass cloth that you use to reinforce the center section of the wing. I mean, this is just a fantastic score in my opinion. It is complete. I trust the man that I bought it from. He definitely would not lie to me. So this is a complete, basic, complete Sig kit, no damage at all to anything, and it's just a wonderful thing to have, because I've seen some of these things listed on eBay now for well over $200. And heck, there are some. I've got a Sig Astrohog kit in the closet here that still has the original plastic wrap around it from Sig. I bought it, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago. Those things are on eBay for $379 or more. So I mean, you can never go wrong if you can find a kit like this on Facebook Marketplace. eBay, not so much. Just because of the fact that this would worry me to even have this shipped. Now, back in the day when companies were shipping kits all over the place, I think carriers are probably a little more cognizant of things. Nowadays, I wouldn't trust any carrier to get something like this to my house or my apartment or wherever your residence is safely without being damaged. I mean, this box is completely undamaged. It's beautiful. So, in my opinion, the best way to find kits nowadays is actually doing exactly what I just did, is get them on Facebook Marketplace. And you can usually find a really good deal, and luckily, if you're really lucky, it's within driving distance. So I've got several flying fields, clubs around here, so it's very easy. I've been very successful lately finding, well, this is the first unopened, unmolested kit I've ever purchased in years, but I think that's the way to go as far as kits go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, because I'm going to enjoy sniffing this balsa now.